the Clinton folks are starting to notice that among Democrats, as they learn more and more about who Bernie Sanders is and what his message is, they're increasingly saying, hey, maybe I'll vote for this guy. In fact, the group that is most rapidly transferring from being Hillary supporters to being Bernie supporters, oddly enough, is women. So now comes this story. This is from HuffPost Politics by Ryan Grimm and Samantha Lockman. A super PAC Democratic presidential candidate, Hillary Clinton, is a super PAC backing, Democratic President Hillary Clinton is going negative, circulating an email that ties her chief rival Bernie Sanders to Jeremy Corbyn. Now, Jeremy Corbyn once said something nice about Hugo Chavez in Venezuela. Bernie Sanders, back in 2006, Venezuela is an oil-producing country, and they own a state. There's a state-owned oil company in the United States that operates under the name Citgo. And Patrick Kennedy and a few other Democratic politicians took Hugo Chavez up on his offer in 2006 to provide low-cost heating oil to residents of New England who were experiencing a very, very cold winter during a time of very, very high oil prices. And Bernie Sanders said, fine, we'll take some cheap oil for Vermont, representing his constituents. He did it. Oh, my God. Oil from Hugo Chavez? This is one of the similarities between Jeremy Corbyn speaking well of Chavez and Bernie agreeing with a number of other Northeastern politicians, by the way, including some Republicans, to take oil, low-cost oil, discount, below-market oil, heating oil for poor families in New England. Bernie's being attacked by this pro-Hillary Clinton super PAC for that. The email says there are similarities between Corbyn and Sanders. Corbyn is following Sanders' campaign with great interest. Sanders was delighted that Corbyn was elected. Oh, they must be joined at the hip. Okay. The similarities between the two, according to the email, include Sanders' introduction of legislation to terminate the U.S. nuclear weapons program. Yep, Bernie has said, hey, it's time to dial back our military and we don't need all these nuclear weapons. Jeremy Corbyn similarly said that the UK should start destroying their nuclear weapons. Part of this is, I'm reading from the article, part of it is my commentary here, but it's all kind of comments that NATO's expansion into the former Soviet states is dangerous because it could provoke Russia. According to this email, Bernie has said something like that, as has Jeremy Corbyn. I don't know specifically what Bernie said, but I agree with that. I have been saying that for some time. I don't think that we should be pushing NATO into the Baltic states, and certainly not into Ukraine. And opposition for more U.S. funds for NATO, saying that he was concerned that proposed new NATO members had shipped arms to Iran and North Korea. Now, I'm not sure which he they're referring to, whether it's Jeremy Corbyn or Bernie Sanders here. The more serious stretch comes as the email highlights, I'm reading from the article in Huffington Post today, the more serious stretch comes as the email highlights how Sanders helped negotiate a program with Venezuela's national oil company in 2006. I just told you that story. Michael Briggs, who is a spokesperson for Bernie, says it is disappointing that Secretary Clinton's super PAC is spreading disinformation about Bernie. This is exactly the kind of politics that Bernie is trying to change. To equate bringing home heating oil to low-income Vermonters with support for the Chavez government is dishonest. Dishonest.